Talk about your first few meetings with designers, or how was it, instead of designing yourself, facilitating designers, or how was that an exciting process, or
When I started, I felt that it was my job to have no taste and no opinion. So I just tried to present the stuff in a very balanced way, saying, I'm from outside this society, outside this fashion, this is what I've got. Is any of it of interest? And just then follow through.
how did that evolve? If you're running that business.
It took me quite a long time to feel that I might have an opinion that people thought was worthwhile. The first decade, I would say, was more letting people lead me to what they wanted. And that was a challenge in itself, because I had to interpret what people were really thinking from what they tried to say verbally. It was before internet days. So very often when I would book an appointment, I'd get a verbal input. Please bring this, this, this. And then I'd have to try and make sense of it. And over the years, as I had interns and employees who were, say, schooled in England rather than the States, I realized that America had a really poor program in general of textile design history. So when people were talking about Art Deco, could mean anything. It didn't necessarily mean Art Deco in the literal historic sense. So that was always quite juggling. And then I'd missed all this decade of popular culture. So that was definitely quite a big disadvantage. And I never began to watch TV, and I never really hit it, to levels of popular engagement that probably would have made me a faster reader of what people were talking about. But somehow, just visually, we pieced it together.
You missed out on the Brady Bunch and Star Trek and Three's Company?
Yes.
And do you feel like there was much that you missed?
Well, of course, you're always missing. That's the thing. You can't be in too many places. So you're the sum of where you've been, but you can't really bridge it. Although, now I occasionally try and catch up on movies that I think were pivotal, but can't really catch it up because you weren't there.